Today we're going to be going over 5 different side hustles that could potentially replace your full-time job. And we're going to be getting into some that nobody is really talking about. And I'm talking about making some pretty good money, maybe even over $1,000 in a day. Let's just hop into the video and avoid all that long intro nonsense. Now, the first one that I have for you guys is really something that nobody is talking about, and I didn't even know that this was a thing until I did some research. But what if I told you you could just simply watch videos on your computer or on your TV and get paid to just type out what is being said? Well, to my surprise, I found out that this is totally possible. There are a bunch of different websites that you can sign up for, and on these websites, different people will post different videos or audio files that they want to be typed out into words, as typing out audio files is called transcribing. So this could look like a few different things, as maybe you receive this audio file and you have to just flat out type out what is being said and then send it over to the client, or sometimes you can be required to create subtitles, so you have to time what is being typed out in relation to the video that you're captioning. Now, this sounds like a really good idea, and I had no idea that this even existed, and I don't hear a lot of people talking about it either on YouTube. But how do we actually get into doing something like this? Well, the good news for you guys, I have found a few websites where you can pursue doing this, or maybe just look into doing it and see if it would be applicable to you. Some websites that need people to do something like this include a website called rev.com. Doing a little research into this, on average, I have found that different Rev users are making around $200 to $300 monthly, but we can see the highest earners are earning around $2,000 monthly, which is pretty crazy when you're just typing down audio files. And then there is another website that is called Go Transcript, and they are paying up to 60 cents per video audio minute. So we're seeing that people are making around $150 monthly, which you could say that's kind of low, but for the amount of work that you would be doing as a side hustle, this is quite a bit for a little bit of work. And then another website is called Scribey, and they just offer the same services as the previous two, and you can feel free to visit any of these websites and dive a little deeper into them. Now, with this being our first side hustle, it is going to be kind of lower on the pay scale, but stay tuned as we're going to get into some that pay a lot more than this. But a quick tip here, if you want to just start out making money, this could be a good thing for you to get used to making money online. And then you could take the money that you earn from this and then invest it into a bigger business for yourself. Now, the next side hustle I have for you guys is promoting high payout partner products. Now, this can be a very good one, again, if you are new to making money online. I can pretty much go over these steps right now in this video. So first, you're going to find an online marketplace. For example, I'm going to use Digistore24. And then you are going to find a product that you would like to promote. Choose any product of your liking, but make sure to choose one that people would probably want to buy. Then you will get this special link that is linked to yourself. And then you're going to want to promote this link because you want people to buy from this link, because this is how you're going to be making money. So my recommendation would be is to maybe create a YouTube channel and create simple videos, and then just make sure to promote this link. Or you could maybe have an Instagram account and promote this link that way, or maybe even have a TikTok account or a Twitter or a blog. Just find a way to get traffic to this link that you are promoting, because this is how you are going to make sales. And the way that you make money with this is when somebody buys from your link, you get commission. So you are getting a cut of the money from the product that you're selling with an affiliate link. But a little tip here is I would suggest promoting something that costs higher, because then you would be getting more money with your commission. Because if you're promoting something that costs $1,000 and you are getting at least 50% of this profit, then you are getting $500, and that is just for one sale, which would be insane, but completely possible. For example, my brother actually has a course that you could promote on Digistore, and his course is called To Mastery and Monetization, and basically he just teaches the roots of YouTube and how to get started with YouTube and how to make money with it. But that is a good idea of something that you could promote. And there are a ton of other options as well out there that you could be promoting. But again, I would just make sure to be promoting something that has a high price point, because then you would be making more money per sale that you make, which is why it could be a good idea to start promoting courses, as digital courses usually go for a high price. So it's not like I'm biased or anything, but promote my brother's course maybe. Now, the next side hustle I have for you guys is Etsy. And I've recently been shopping a lot on Etsy, which is becoming a problem. But if you're not familiar with the platform of Etsy, it is a marketplace. And it's where you can buy, which in my case I do, or you can sell items that are typically handmade and very unique. So it's products that you can't find anywhere else. But you might be wondering on how you could create your own products to sell if you don't have any knowledge or skills or like anything to even physically create a product. Do not worry, because on Etsy, you don't even have to just strictly sell physical products. You don't even have to sell physical products at all if you don't want to. But you can sell something that is called a digital product, like I mentioned before with courses. But we're not selling courses on Etsy. Some examples of digital products that you could sell on Etsy would be digital art. But you can get different designs from public domains to actually sell for yourself. But you're just going to want to make sure to repackage these designs and include anything that will give a little bit more value than what you've gotten from these public domain websites. For example, maybe attaching instructions on how to print this digital art out. So it's just you want to add a little bit more value to make it a little more unique to your business. But you could also create this artwork yourself. If you want to get a little bit more fun and creative, you could utilize a website called Design Inspiration, where you could make your own artwork to sell over there, but sell it on Etsy. Or you can even make hanging artwork for people to purchase. And did you know that you can actually pay a different service to actually print this artwork for you and ship it out to the customers, so you don't have to deal with any of the inventory whatsoever, which is amazing. So a service called Vistaprint can actually do this for you. So you could potentially get different art pieces from different public domains and send it over to them, and then Vistaprint can print these out for you and send them out to your different Etsy customers. But you might be wondering, Kayla, where are we finding this artwork that you're talking about? Well, you can find these on websites like Artvee, Morgfile, Pixabay, Pexels. Again, there are a lot of other ones that you could choose as well. Those are just some examples to get you guys started. You want to make sure that you're Googling public domain art, because you will be selling this artwork, so you want it to be commercially free, because you want to pick from websites that will allow you to do it for commercial purposes, as you are going to be selling this artwork. We don't want any copyright happening over here. We stay copyright free in this house. Another service you could use is Printify to print out your artwork and ship it out for you. And I love these type of websites because then you don't have to physically actually deal with making these products. And Printify is nice because you can connect it with your Etsy account. So when you have your Etsy account linked with Printify, Printify will automatically send out these orders when people buy these products. So really all you have to do is just list these artworks and create your profile. And then if you link your Etsy with the Printify, then you're all set. Now on Etsy, you could also make handmade products as well. You could possibly just Google different ideas and look up different DIY products that you could make for Etsy. There are a ton of ideas just on Google or maybe even YouTube. You could even get into drop shipping with Etsy and buy different products for a cheaper value and then resell them for a higher value. And you could get these products from places like AliExpress or Alibaba. But with that all being said, there are a ton of different possibilities with Etsy and to start making your own shop. And a lot of people can actually turn this from a side hustle into a full-time job, which is so amazing. Next, we're gonna hop on over and talk about my favorite side hustle or job, which is YouTube. So we're just gonna talk a little bit about running a YouTube channel. My brother actually has a YouTube channel and it is called Make Money Matt if you want to go check him out. But he has taught me a lot about how to make money with YouTube and just how to get started with a YouTube channel. But with his multiple channels, he is making over $30,000 a month just in ad revenue. That isn't even counting in any other social media or his courses that he's selling, because tube mastery and monetization is usually where a lot of his profit comes from. Not saying that YouTube isn't bringing in a lot at all, but most of his channels that he actually creates are faceless channels, which is something that I find very intriguing, as how do you create a YouTube channel without having to show your face at all? Am I supposed to sit here and go, hey guys, how are you all doing? It's me. No, we don't have to do that. But there are a few different ways that you could pursue doing a faceless YouTube channel. You could find different free stock footage to use and then edit it together and put a voiceover over that stock footage. A good example of a channel like this would be a channel called Brainy Dose, and I can put it on the screen for you guys. Or you can check them out and look at their YouTube to get a good example of a faceless YouTube channel this way using stock photos and videos. Some free places that you can get some good stock footage would include Pixabay, Pexels, VidEasy, and Vidivo. Some paid places that you could get stock photos and videos would be places like Storyblocks, Envato Elements, and Motion Elements. And then you could just edit those all together using a free video editing software. Again, I always like to give free options for you guys if you're jumping into this with not a huge budget. So some of these video editing programs that are free could include OpenShot, Shotcut, and HitFilm Express. You could also create a faceless YouTube channel by doing different screen recordings. Now you could maybe screen record on your phone and go through how to use different apps and applications and talk through that with a screen recording. Or you could do it on your computer as well, doing different tutorials on how to do technological stuff on a computer. And you can use the OBS software if you're going the computer route. And OBS will actually record your voiceover while also recording your screen, so that's pretty nice. You don't have to deal with that. You would just have to edit out mistakes here and there. And then for ideas, you can just simply browse on Google and YouTube and watch different screen recording faceless YouTube channels to get a good idea of what kind of content you can make. Another idea of a faceless YouTube channel could be using Google Slides. So you could really just create a slideshow on anything you would want to talk about or go through. Maybe you could make a slideshow about the top 5 travel destinations in the world, and then just go through and screen record your screen and talk about these slides. You could also get a software called Flaticon where you can add different icons to your slides to make them more entertaining and intriguing. Here is an example of a video that would be a slideshow video. So there are a lot of different possibilities with faceless YouTube channel. You could be using stock photos and videos, putting text on the screen. You could also do animation videos, and no, you do not have to be some kind of animation expert. There are actually pre-programmed softwares that you can utilize. For example, you could be making different whiteboard videos without even having to draw on a whiteboard. This is animated for you. An example of a software that does this would be VideoScribe, and an example of a channel that utilizes this would be Philosophies for Life. Now, with a lot of these different examples that I'm going through, there are a bunch of different niches that you could create these channels around as well. But these are just ideas on how to actually create this content. Animaker is another software that can animate videos for you. They can make cute little anime characters, and you can make these characters say and do different stuff. But with a YouTube channel, you could actually take it a step further and make some more money. And I always like to throw in, you can get monetized on a YouTube channel before you actually get monetized on YouTube. And you can do this by maybe promoting different affiliate products on your YouTube channel, or you could create your own course and sell it on your YouTube channel like my brother does. But once you get monetized on YouTube, you make money from ad revenue. So YouTube will start to put ads on your videos, and when people watch these ads on your videos, you make money. Now, if this is something that seems interesting to you, make sure to stay tuned to the end of this video because I have something that could greatly help you guys grow a YouTube channel even further. Now, the last side hustle that I have for you guys is by helping. And this sounds a little weird at first, like what does this mean exactly? Just the word helping. But with the market of YouTube channels and there being so many different creators out there in the content creating world, there is a lot of help being needed. Now, these can be in different areas like maybe editing thumbnails or editing videos or doing voiceovers for videos. A lot of faceless YouTube channels will actually hire other people to do this work for them. But other than YouTube, there are other places that you can help as well, such as helping people create blogs or helping people write captions like we talked about earlier in this video, or you can help different YouTubers write scripts. And a tip with writing scripts is you can use an AI software like ChatGPT or Jasper AI to make sure that the script writing process goes as smoothly and quickly as possible. But I would make sure to go back and add some human touches here and there because we don't want AI to write our complete script, but it can make a pretty good outline of what your script should look like and some key points to talk about here and there. And then you can run these scripts through a site called Copyscape, which will check if you're copywriting anything, which is something that's tricky when you're using AI. You want to make sure that you're not copying anybody's work. And then I have something that's a little different than transcribing that we talked about earlier, but it's just simply writing stuff for people. For example, iWriter is a website that does this, and they can pay this much, and they pay based off of how many words that you are writing. But this is something to be a little bit cautious of, as they do not pay you too much, and I don't want you guys to waste your time. You could write different blog posts and sell them on like Fiverr or Upwork and probably be making some more money that way. If you're interested in recording voiceovers for somebody, you could even just use your phone microphone, or if you want to invest a little further, you can buy a cheaper microphone like the Blue Yeti Nano. And then if you want to make different thumbnails for people, which is something that is pretty fun, even if you aren't an expert in photo editing, you could still do this. You can use different free editing softwares and websites like Canva and Snappa. Canva is a really good one. As well as thumbnails, you could create different channel art or logos for people. And all of these different types of work that I just went over, you could list your services on places like Upwork and Fiverr. These are going to be places where you can find some freelancing jobs and opportunities. My brother primarily hires people off of Fiverr and Upwork, so I know a lot of different YouTubers are looking to hire people this way. For an example, this person on Fiverr has over 1,000 reviews by just making different thumbnails for people. But having the internet at our fingertips is something that a lot of us should be taking advantage of, because working from home is more relevant today than it has ever been in the past. And this is how my brother started out making money and was able to make his first million, literally just doing work online. Of course, I'm not saying he just sat on the computer and played games. No, he put in a lot of hard work. It does take work and concentration and motivation, but it really doesn't matter what age you are to start any of these different opportunities online. You could be 70 years old or you could be 17 years old. It really doesn't matter. Anybody can get started. But I also want to note, with starting a YouTube channel, that can open a lot of different doors for you, as you can add different ways to make money on top of your YouTube channel with your YouTube channel still making money. And one thing that I really love about YouTube is once you post a video, it can keep making money forever. But it really just takes one day for you to sit down and maybe even just an hour of work or 30 minutes of work to get started on these opportunities. Because a lot of the times we can find ourselves saying, oh, well, I'll do that tomorrow. Just think about what you could do to get started today. Any step would be a positive step, in my opinion. Even if it's just writing down different ideas for a YouTube channel, that could be your first step today. But I did tell you that I had something at the end of this video for you guys to pursue a YouTube channel and really get started with it. So make sure to click on this video that my brother's made, and it's kind of like a free course, if you will. It teaches you about how to get started with a faceless YouTube channel and how to make some good money with it. But it goes over the best niches that you could create your YouTube channel about. He talks about what kind of content you could create within those niches, how to monetize your channel and make as much money as potentially possible. It's just a really good video that will get you guys started with YouTube and get you one step closer to your goals of having a YouTube channel. Make sure to check it out, and we'll see you guys there.